Welcome back to the Marching Arts Network. I am the Stress Master. Thank you all for joining me. As always, we truly appreciate all of the support you guys give us. We passed 2,300 subscribers just a little bit ago, and we want to keep that train rolling. So if you have not subscribed, we really would appreciate it. It only takes a second. And believe it or not, the more that more people subscribe, the more people watch, the more our videos get out there to the world. So we would really appreciate that. So thank you very much. You can also support the channel by going to our YouTube page, which is down in the description. And we have a community section. We have a membership section where you can actually become a member and get exclusive content that way. And then there is also a store where you can buy merchandise for Marching Arts Network and wear us around and say, I watch Marching Arts. So we would appreciate that as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me. This is a video I've been meaning to do for the last 2 years, believe it or not, 2 years. So I did a reaction to the Bluecoats show, but it was in July. So it was very early on. Was it July or, yeah, it said July 4th of 2022, which doesn't make much sense. So I'm assuming it's very early on in the season. It was before they had the ending. It was before they had all this stuff added on. So I'm really looking forward to watching it again. I have put in some little clips here and there of riffs and revelations. And in our intro, you actually see the guitar part from Riffs and Revelations. But I have not watched the video in its entirety since 2022, which is just crazy. So I wanted to watch it again. This is 2 years later. This is after they just won in 2024. And their 2024 show is just a masterpiece, beautiful show. But I still think this show is better. How can you say that? They didn't win. I think they should have won in 2022. This show is so well constructed, well thought out. Just if I was to say, I want to see a drum corps show that I don't really have to think about, that just kind of takes me on this journey, this would be the show. And they also did that in 2024 as well, don't get me wrong. But this show, I think, was just a little bit more of my vibe in terms of like just the weirdness factor. I mean, you're basically, this guy's having a dream, you're in the dream with them, but they act out the dream as you go through. And the show this last year was more ethereal, where it was more thought-provoking, which is great as well. But I don't know, I still like 2022. Tell me your guys' thoughts in the comments below. All right. But I haven't seen it in 2 years, really. I mean, like I said, I've used it in clips and stuff like that, but I haven't really watched it and listened to it and appreciate it. So we're going to watch it right now. And I didn't react to this after finals for some reason. I was doing other shows and I just never got to it. So I'm getting to it right now. So here we go. Headphones on. Okay, here we go. So, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I have to listen to it with the headphones so I can hear all the great
from
sound.
Canton, Ohio, the Bluecoats.
Oh, she threw it like low. She didn't throw it up. And she's like, yeah, I threw that weird. I love this show. It's just such a perfect show in terms of just the mood, the vibe,
their 2022
execution.
Program, Riffs and Revelations. Drum Corps International is proud to present the Bluecoats.
I totally think they should have won. But what do I know? I'm not a judge. But I think they should have won. They had the way better show.
I had this trippy dream where this cat was driving me around in an old convertible. Later on, it turned into a VW van, and near the end, it was more like this spaceship kind of thing.
Such an interesting
We were
thing
high up looking over the road, but the front console was shaped like a van.
to have those
and it still
circles.
had the convertible top. The guy who was driving me around was an older dude, an old hipster with a weathered voice, kind of like Lou Reed sings.
Great backdrops, man. Just perfect. And I don't actually mind the trombones. tubas with them, man. Nice, great little brass sound.
Energy of Dennis Hopper, please, right? Yeah, like you can imagine a cross between Lou Reed and Dennis Hopper. That's the dude who was driving.
Middle voices. I mean, look at their visual. Just the cleanliness, intervallic relationships. Like the drill. I mean, it's the colors.
Heading due north, coming up to a stoplight.
Go to Buzz.
The light was beautiful in the dream, with all that nice washed out orange from the pollution. I had this happy feeling in my stomach, but also like this scared feeling. Something was going to happen, but I didn't know what.
So damn good.
Anyhow, as we approached the light, all of a sudden this cat in a sports car came out of nowhere and just cut us off.
Guard, man. Look at that ripple toss with the rifles.
Got my blood boiling, but I was the one driving.
This part is the coolest part of the show, I think. Besides the keytar. Keytar, I think, is a little bit better, but look at this. Look at just the footwork, body work. With the looping and stuff, you can hear they're using that in the show. So freaking good. And I love the staging of the tubas. They're in the front. You can actually hear them. I know they're mic'd, but oh, I'm screaming. Sorry, I'm screaming. The music selections for the show are just unreal. Baritone sound. And I like how they keep the motif of the car going. I mean, they have the axle and the wheels, and when they were doing that visual earlier,
yeah,
so
so
cool.
When you know it, we pulled right up behind that cat at the light, and there he was, glaring at us through his rear view. He was all like, "Yeah, that's right, I cut you off. What are you gonna do about it?" So I said to Lou Reed / Dennis Hopper, I'll just call him Lou now, "Man, aren't you gonna say something to that guy?"
Percussion, dang, dude, battery.
But Lou just looked straight ahead and said, "You know, man, the only way I'm gonna put something out there like that is if I'm ready to dance with that cat."
Dance
you know
with the cat.
You put
I gotta
something
adjust
out
my
there,
seat.
there's consequences, you know. All you got are your actions, man. And remember, words are actions too.
This is a show I don't mind the narration at all. I think it enhances the show. It makes it better. Sorry, we're gonna listen to the brass here. Maybe it's the Bluecoats that are to blame for all the movements that everybody does now. I don't know. I just did a video for the Buccaneers, and they do a lot of foot visuals and stuff, but Bluecoats, they do a ton. I think there's an extra little bop there at the end. This is my favorite part of the show. Such a cool moment. Just the whole show design and the execution by the members is just unreal. It's just unreal. And that guy, Rockstar, man. I was there in 2022. I was on the 50-ish yard line, way at the very back. I mean, I was the very back row. Sorry, I'm screaming. I was on the very back row. And that moment just got me to my feet too. It was crazy good. So good. There's nothing in this show that I would change. Not a thing.
You know, now I realize that Lou was driving me around and I wasn't even thanking him. At first, I thought he was kind of a bad influence, but actually he was taking care of me, watching my back, talking me down from something. It's funny how sometimes with dreams, you don't realize who's your friend. Maybe all these different people were you in the dream. I only realized that when I woke up.
Just a gorgeous moment. Oh my gosh. So damn good, man. Just that release, and then you have the sustain of the mellophones, just to kind of keep that emotion pushing. Oh, so good. And then the mallets right now, just like kind of that dreamy state. Oh, I really like the yellow rifles against the white.
Yeah, but maybe like that crazy dude in the other car was me as well.
Now the whole core is wearing those
watches out for you.
pajamas, I guess.
Steady. And this other part that's raging, full of anger. Like old Lou and the crazy dude in the dream. But they're all a part of you.
I love that, like, it's like the drill squeezing. Oh my gosh, so good.
I think of it like taming a dragon. The dragon is the crazy dude, and if you don't watch out, he'll bite hard. You see, Lou knows about the dragon. He's there to set you straight. You don't try to kill the dragon. You want to make friends with it, harness its power so you can use it.
Dang, man. Nuts, man. Crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Mike Scott and Genevieve Geisler, from Canton, Ohio, the Bluecoats.
Oh, okay. Sorry if I was screaming through some of that. I have a tendency to do that when I wear these earphones, but I really want to hear the sound. My other earphones don't give me as great sound as these, so these really give me like I'm there. Okay, so tell me what you guys thought in the comments below. I mean, I was there live. I saw every show, semifinals and finals. They should have won. I don't get it. I don't understand it, and it's nothing against the other cores. It's just comparatively, they were much better. They had a better show design. They had better content, better execution. And I know people are going to argue with me, but Blue Devils this. Well, you know what? That's great that they're clean and everything, but they have to have content. You have to have the content as well to execute. And I don't think they had it that year. I'm not saying they weren't great, because they were really damn good. I mean, they're always good. But I think it's just kind of I don't know. Maybe it's just my personal preference. I don't know. But you guys tell me your thoughts in the comments below. All right, I wanted to pull up the scores and recaps from that year. Let me go and do that now. Okay, so let's go back over here. The score. I mean, it was 1.4. I'm gonna make this bigger. 1.4 difference. I didn't get that. But we're gonna look in the recaps here in a second. And they tied with Boston Crusaders. And Boston was also really damn good that year. But I think they should have won. I really do. I truly think they should have won that year. I mean, you guys can see how clean they were, how well they played, how the entire structure of the design of the show was just meticulous. It was great. But let's pull up the recaps. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so this is GE. So General Effect won. They got second place. They got third in under Boston Crusaders. That was a good show too. They did the was it Adam and Eve? I think was 2022. I'm not a judge, right? It's just my personal opinion as a dude that's used to March and written a lot of shows, but I think they were better. I think there's just no way the GE is this lopsided in terms of Blue Devils and Bluecoats. I don't see it. You can see the visual proficiency. Let's go ahead and let me slide this over here. Let me make this a little bit smaller. All right. Blue Devils got perfect 10s in visual, and then Bluecoats actually got 3rd in visual proficiency. Okay. They also got 4th in color guard. Blue Devils got 1st, and their guard was really good. So, you know, Blue Devils guard was really, really good. And then Boston, and then Crown. So they actually got 4th in color guard. So they ended up getting 3rd in visual. So at 29.050. And Boston beat them in that. So maybe I need to go back and watch Boston 2022. In fact, I might just do that. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I just vibe with the show, and I just think it's better than what it was. But Brass Carolina Crown beat everybody with a 19.8 to Boston's 19.75 to Bluecoats 19.4, and then Blue Devils 19.6. So I'd have to once again watch all these shows. It's been 2 years, but maybe it's just more of a memory that I'm thinking they're better. I don't know. I think they were really amazing, and I think, you know, I still think they should have won, but that's just my opinion on that. But okay, so music analysis 19.8 to 19.5. They got 4th place in music analysis to Boston Crusaders and then Crown. Same thing in music analysis. 1st place, 2nd place, 3rd place, 4th place. And then percussion, they actually got 1st, 19.750. They were really darn good. And then Santa Clara with the 19.7. And then 3rd place, and then 4th place. So some flipping around, some flipping up places. I don't even remember Santa Clara's show from 2022. Why is it I don't remember that show? I'm going to need to go back and watch the whole top 12, because I don't remember anyone's show from 2022. I just don't. What's kind of interesting is so you have Blue Devils, Bluecoats, Boston, Carolina, Santa Clara, Cadets, Blue Stars, Phantom Regiment, Cavaliers, Mandarins, Colts, and Troopers. All these corps were in finals except for, of course, Cadets. And then we had Madison Scouts back in. So same corps. And I think everybody, right? I'm not missing anybody. Yeah. So minus Cadets plus Madison were in the top 12. Okay, so maybe my fondness for the show is overriding my technical understanding of what happened, but visually they were so good. They did so many things. They had such content. I just don't see how they were getting 4th in visual or 3rd in visual, 2nd in visual analysis. I just don't see that. I don't see that. And I was there. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my camera. It keeps doing this weird, like, focusing thing. All right, let me sit a little bit closer. There we go. But tell me your guys' thoughts in the comments below. I thought this is one of my all-time favorite shows. It's definitely in the top 5. I'd have to, I was thinking about this, like, when I was going to react to this video. I'm like, well, what is my top 5? I'm going to have to really soul search to find it.
The Thrustmasters top 5 drum corps picks of all time.
But this is definitely one of them. I mean, 93 Star of Indiana, of course. 1999 Blue Devils. Love that show. Don't know what it is about that show, but I freaking love that show to death. It's just, from the beginning to the end, it's just non-stop Blue Devils, and I love it. I'm trying to think what my other corps would be. 92 Cadets to Tame the Perilous Skies. That I think that's number 1. That's definitely number 1. That's my all-time favorite show of all time. I love that freaking show. It's so amazing from beginning to end. And my friend Steven Prosser, who I did an interview with, he was in that show, and Mellophone, just nuts, just a nuts show. 93 was great. They were great. 93 too. 93 as well. But I just love the 92 show. but I still, all-time is 92. And so we have 92 at cadets in first. Second would be 93 Star of Indiana. Third would be 99 Blue Devils. Fourth would be 2022 Bluecoats. And I think my fifth all-time core, all the shows I've seen. Oh, 96 Madison Scouts. There's my top 5. You guys tell me your top 5 down below. I had to think about it because there's so many shows I love. I love the 90s. The 90s had, I think, the best decade of shows ever. If you don't believe me, go back and watch any show from 1990. Watch Blue Devils. Watch Santa Clara. Watch Madison Scouts. They freaking dominated that decade in terms of just show impact. Anybody. I mean, 91 Freelancers. Watch 91 Freelancers. Fantastic show. If I do say so myself. But tell me your guys' thoughts. Tell me your top 5. I'd love to hear it in the comments. I can't really do a poll on it because it's so ambiguous. It's going to be really hard to do a poll. But if you guys want to put it in the comments, I would really appreciate that. And make sure you guys subscribe if you have not done so. We would love to have you a part of the channel. And that way you get notified when we have cool videos like the one you're watching now. And also make sure that you visit our community page. That way you can become a member. You can go to our merchandise store, support the channel, wear marching arts and merch. We have the logo, which you can see up here in the corner. My cat's making noise in the background. I can never get it right. There it is. I have to get really weird to get it to work. Up there. There we go. That logo, that guy there is on our shirts. We also have other designs, tons and tons of stuff on there. Hats, beanies, stuff for your dog, stuff for your onesies for your kids. Support the marching arts. We would appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you on the next one. You got to keep marching on, but we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.